Have you ever noticed people who almost never post photos on social media? No personal pictures, no life updates, no sharing of everyday moments. In a world where being visible online is almost the norm, they choose to stay out of it. That makes them seem unusual, maybe even a bit distant. Many people assume they are shy, or that they simply have nothing interesting to share. But if you look a little deeper, this behavior is not that simple. It often reflects a very different way of thinking about themselves and the world around them. The truth is, not posting photos does not mean someone lacks confidence or lives a closed-off life. In many cases, it is actually a conscious choice. It is not about avoiding attention, but about controlling what belongs to them. While most people are used to sharing in order to be seen, they choose to keep meaningful things private. This reflects a different perspective on self-worth. Not everyone needs attention to feel valuable, and that is exactly what makes this behavior worth understanding on a deeper level. So, if you have ever wondered why some people seem almost invisible on social media, this is where things get interesting. That silence is not caused by just one reason. It can come from different psychological factors, from how they see themselves to how they interact with the world. In the next part, we are going to break down the most common reasons behind it, and you might even recognize yourself in some of them. First, many people simply value privacy over attention. They do not feel the need to turn every moment into content. In psychology, this is often referred to as a high preference for privacy. These individuals want control over what others know about them. They are not against connection, but they choose it selectively. They feel comfortable experiencing life without needing to document or share it publicly. Their happiness comes from the experience itself, not from other people's reactions. And this often reflects a strong sense of inner stability. Another important factor is self-awareness. Research shows that people who share less online often have a clearer sense of identity. They know who they are, what they want, and what truly matters to them. Because of that, they do not rely on social media to define themselves. They are also less likely to compare themselves to others. When your sense of self does not depend on external validation, you are less affected by what others show. This helps them maintain emotional balance, and that is why they do not feel the need to constantly appear online. However, it is important to understand that not everyone who avoids posting is confident. Some people stay silent because they do not feel safe being seen. They might worry about being judged or feel uncomfortable with their appearance. Others overthink how people might react to what they post. For them, not sharing is a way to avoid pressure. It gives them a sense of control. So the same behavior can come from completely different motivations. This is why we should not be quick to judge based on what we see on the surface. In addition, some people simply process life more internally. They think more than they express. They do not rush to share everything as it happens. Instead, they take time to reflect and ask themselves whether something is truly meaningful. They evaluate themselves based on their own standards rather than following others. Because of that, they only share when they genuinely want to, not because they feel pressured to. This may make them seem quiet, but in reality, they are just more selective. That said, not everything needs a deep explanation. Sometimes the reason is much simpler. Some people do not post simply because they do not care about social media. They do not see value in seeking attention from strangers. They prefer sharing directly with close friends rather than posting publicly. For them, the experience matters more than documenting it. They live in the moment instead of thinking about what to post. This does not make their life less interesting. It just means they choose to live differently. If I speak from the perspective of someone who does not post photos on social media, it is actually quite simple. I do not feel the need to let others know what I am doing every day. It is not because I have something to hide, but because I do not see the point in sharing it. Some moments lose their meaning when they are posted. I prefer keeping certain experiences to myself, or sharing them only with people who truly matter. When I am enjoying something, my focus is on being present, not on capturing it for others. I have tried posting before, but I noticed that I started caring too much about what others might think. That feeling made me uncomfortable. So over time, I chose to stay quiet. Not because I do not have a life, but because I do not want my life to become something others judge. Not posting on social media actually comes with several benefits that many people do not realize. First, it reduces the pressure to present yourself to others. You do not have to think about what to post or how people will react, which helps keep your mind lighter and less influenced by external opinions. It also helps you avoid constant comparison with carefully curated versions of other people's lives, allowing you to maintain better emotional stability. In addition, you are more likely to stay present and focus on real experiences. Another very practical benefit is safety. When you share less personal information, you reduce the risk of being watched, judged, or having your information misused. Social media is not just made up of friends, but also strangers with unknown intentions. Keeping things private helps you avoid unnecessary problems. At the same time, your relationships can become deeper because you share directly with people who truly matter. And most importantly, you keep a part of your life that belongs only to you. At the same time, it is important to recognize that social media is not entirely negative. When used intentionally, it offers many real benefits. It allows you to stay connected with friends and family, even across long distances. It can also help people express themselves and find communities where they feel they belong. For some, posting photos is a way to preserve memories and document their personal journey. Social media also opens up opportunities for learning, work, and personal growth that were not easily accessible before. The issue is not whether you use it or not, but how you use it. When you are aware of your intentions, social media can become a tool rather than something that controls you. So whether someone posts photos or not does not fully define who they are. Some people choose to share, others choose to stay private, and both have their own reasons. What matters is not which group you belong to, but whether you understand your own choice. When you are clear about why you do something, you are less likely to be influenced by external pressure. Everyone has a different way of living, and there is no single right way. What truly matters is that you feel comfortable and honest with yourself. So what about you? Are you someone who does not post photos? Is it because you value privacy, or because you tend to overthink? Try answering with just one word: private or overthinking. You might realize there are more people like you than you thought. And if you enjoy understanding how people think and behave, follow for more.